I guess your internet went out. Hey man, welcome back to this game, XENOBLADE Chronicles, Chronicles. Okay, so we sold all my shit last time. We went to see if we could invent things. We can't invent things. Hey, what's up? Did your internet cut out, or?
No, my screen goes black and I don't know why.
Oh, your computer's been shitting out.
Yeah.
How long is it? Only when you're playing certain things, or is it?
It's when I leave it on for too long, so I'm gonna have to turn it off tonight.
Oh, yeah. I always come on off every night.
I try to.
You dying?
Yep. Oh, I swallowed that the wrong way.
That sucks, man. So, have you seen the new Smash character?
I'm not.
Mithra and Pyra, they're from XENOBLADE 2.
Who are they adding now?
Mithra and Pyra.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I actually never played it.
Yeah, I'm playing the first one right now. It's interesting.
I mean, but is it worth playing?
I will say that for it's a Nintendo game, right? Like, it's a Nintendo exclusive. And, you know, they don't do a lot of JRPGs, but, like, in the last few... Well, they dabbled in them, right? And XENOBLADE was one of the first ones that I've heard of them doing. And I was never really interested in it because I never was really interested in what do you call them? In mechs. And that's kind of the theme of the game. But I'm playing it now and I'm having a really good time. It's very mature. Like, you wouldn't expect it to be as mature for it being a Nintendo game. But, like, in the first chapter, there's, like, a bunch of death.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take all these.
It's not really gory or anything, but there is death. There's a lot of death. And it's kind of traumatizing.
Is it that bad?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah. Because the first person that died, I don't want to spoil it, too much, but is somebody I thought was going to be a very significant part of the game.
Yeah.
And they were just like, just kidding, stab. And I was like, oh, damn. So, yeah. But it's good. I mean, it's fun. It's the story's definitely interesting. So, yeah.
I'll probably check it out in due time.
Well, you can get the first, because they did the XENOBLADE Chronicles remastered. You can get the first one for like $40.
Fair, but I have a book my phone. I hate my life for it.
That's true.
It's fine though, because after I get this degree. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Because no college is a freaking scam. So tough.
I don't know how this works. Cool. Choose two more. Okay. I guess we'll do this. Choose one more. Strength up. Oh, nice. Cool. Okay. Okay. I see how this works now. Interesting. Crafting in this game is something. Tutorial added. Heat and fever. Putting crystals with higher strength qualities into the furnace will produce gems with higher quality ranks and stronger. When the total extreme, you enter a heat state where gems produced are one rank higher. Okay. Interesting mechanic. The one thing about this game, though, is the first one came out during the Wii era, so the controls are kind of dated. But like, well, not the controls, not the controls. No, the controls are fine. The animation's a little weird when it's not even the animation. I don't know how to explain it. I don't really like Kingdom Hearts that much. That's just me. A lot of people do like it.
Fair.
But it has very like cartoony movement to me, and the way Shulk, the main character of this one, runs, it's kind of gross. It's not bad though. I mean, like I was watching a cutscene earlier, and I was really impressed about by how great it looked.
I bet.
It was a big
Ordeal.
yeah, it was a big fight in the game, and it did this like really cool shit that if I would have seen back when I played a Wii, I would have probably shit my pants. Would have blown my little kid mind all over the room.
Bruh. So my son is repeatedly turning on the light, right? So the first time he did it, I decided to unplug it. This is smart. He knows how to put crap in.
Yeah.
So he plugs it back on. Now I decided to take the light bulb. Go sit down. Like yo. See, he's not gonna like me tomorrow when he only has 3 hours of sleep and I'm keeping his behind up. He's not gonna like me. So I did though, because he's taking up mommy's time. And mommy's time she has with no kids around.
Yeah.
He's taking up that time.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be a very nice person tomorrow.
Don't blame you.
Sorry. Mommy
hard.
needs that time.
Yeah. No matter how much you love your kids, it's rough, man, when you're always like having to take care of them and you can't really unwind.
Fuck though. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, that's I understand that completely, man. It's really rough whenever you like for me, whenever I'm working and then I have to come home and take care of the kids, like it's not a problem, I love my kids, but it's just like you get tired, you're so tired and like mentally burn out.
Right.
I mean, like, and then like if you've been with them all day, when somebody comes in, you want them to take, like, for me, whenever Giovanna gets home, I'm like, oh, take your kids. Especially like, I guess it's a little different between like moms and dads, because I feel like kids typically, not always, but typically love the mom more because she's the.
For 2 different reasons, that's all.
Yeah, maybe that's right. But when they're babies, especially if they're like breastfed, they're way more like.
Yeah.
And like Giovanna just didn't seem to get. And like I told her, I was like, I would love to just they want you to, but it just wasn't the way it was, man. I gotta sneeze. Dead.
Nathaniel, I swear to everything, if you don't get my face in 2 seconds, me and you're gonna have a problem. You should be sorry, but you've also got my face.
It just sounds to me like your kids all. I'm not judging your kids; they sound like sweethearts, but it sounds like they just really like to test you.
They really do though.
That's crazy. Has it gotten harder the older they get?
Yeah, see, I wouldn't say like that. It's harder. It's just more obnoxious because they still act like little people.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, like
Yeah, no, it does.
6 going on 7 and 8 going on 9 years old.
Oh
I
my
get
God.
Alex, he has difficulties. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, I know your limits, kid, and
Right.
mine.
Well, yeah, and like you also, you gotta help him overcome those. So like
Exactly.
you know when he's leaning on that a little too much, when he's like testing the limit of even that.
Exactly.
Now, if you don't mind talking about it, what exactly is it? Is he just got is he slightly?
They said it's level 1 autism, but that was his diagnosis,
and that's like low spectrum, right?
ago?
Like,
yeah.
yeah, just kind of, and like. The thing is like, and I'm not saying that autism isn't a difficulty, but like when it's low grade like that, especially, at least you at least it's manageable, you know?
True.
It's just usually, you know, low spectrum autism is like just behavioral issues, like not really understanding social cues, and like, for example, like not knowing when to quit because he just doesn't, he can't read body language, is what I've read about with people that have.
And that is very true.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, I've met a lot of people that have like, you can usually tell when they have like a slight degree of autism because they can't tell whenever you're not interested in something or whenever you're awkward. Like we had this doctor that was like super, well, not super autistic. That's kind of fucked up to say, but he was he was mildly autistic, and he would always do these weird things, and like I didn't want to be rude, so I never said anything to him, but I would always kind of give the indication by not talking that I felt weird, and he'd just keep going, and like that's kind of the
they just
thing.
Don't get the not interested part.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's
Alexander.
Murder.
Sit down. Turn off the light. Because Carolyn is trying to sleep, and you pop a squat.
You ever tried drop kicking him?
You keep getting back up. So it's not okay. No, I don't. I try my absolute best not to. Because the thing is, like, I don't want to. So I guess I feel bad for being like a single parent, and I try to have that balance of strict and not strict.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like I also feel bad for being a single parent, I guess, because I was the one that ended up with their dad. But I ended up with their dad because he was inconsistent. He still is to this day.
What do you mean? Like he wouldn't like stick around?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was like, hey, we gotta do X, Y, and Z. Dude, can I finish healing real quick? Can I finish?
Is that what he'd say
Thank
to you?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You're like, can I finish healing, please?
Yeah, like he just like walked away. Like I was almost done. He just up and walked. I'm like, can I finish healing you?
Man.
You didn't know. Like I would tell him like, hey, we gotta do X, Y, and Z because back in the day when I was smaller, we didn't know what was going on with him.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Alex was my firstborn, so I thought he was perfectly, perfect.
You know that's just how kids were supposed to be.
Yeah. So I was just like, yeah. Okay. My mom knew apparently, but I was cool. I was just happy he was, around because I did suffer a miscarriage before him.
Oh yeah.
And then with him, he came super early. He was born at 24 weeks. So when he was born, he was only 1 pound and 9 ounces. And they say this kid would have been huge if he was actually full term.
Yeah, I mean, because I saw a picture of him. He's huge already. I mean, not like he's not chunky. He's like tall.
He's tall.
Yeah, he looks like he can kick my ass.
My gosh.
Oh, I was asking you. I was asking you beforehand, before I knew you disconnected. Have you been talking to Kayla lately?
Not much. I know she wrote me earlier. She was like, I miss you. I was like, oh, I miss you.
Yeah, like she was always hanging out here, and now she's not. I mean, I know she got a job, and I mean, I talked to her outside of here, but
What, Care? I know. Huh? Do I what? Ship? Like SHIP?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! We.
I guess. Carolyn, I'm not talking to you about that. I'll talk to you about that tomorrow.
What?
Bruh. She's like, do you ship?
Like...
I'm like, making sure she's not cursing.
Oh.
I'm like, what? Making sure I heard that right.
Did she say ship? Like,
no, yeah, she says ship. Like, who do I like together?
Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, huh. It's a weird term for a kid to use, though.
Yeah, she watches this girl called what's her name? Carol Afna? Yeah, it was Kawaii-chan and Afna on YouTube. So I don't know what to say with
It's
her.
okay. My daughter watches a lot of Russian girls because when she was growing up, I was trying to teach her Russian. This bitch doesn't even know
Aw.
Spanish.
I feel like Alex is speaking Korean. He was learning Korean for a while until I stopped, and now he doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah. Well, I still speak Russian. I just don't trouble Dahlia with it because I want her to speak Spanish first because she is actually Mexican. But like,
Fair.
Dahlia's just stubborn. I think my son will probably pick up on it really well. I don't think my daughter will though. Dahlia's just
Aw.
Dahlia's just an asshole, man. She really is. I love her so much, but God, I've never been so angry at a kid in my life. And I feel like guilty when I'm angry at
Get
her.
off the lake!
See? When I do that to Dahlia, I feel so guilty, but like she just makes me so like last night she did not want to go to bed. And she wanted to lay with her mom and then like bother her the entire time. And it just pissed me off because when Joanna doesn't get sleep, you know, she gets mad at me. So I was like taking Dahlia and hanging out with her, but she didn't want to hang out with me. She wanted to lay in the bed with her mom, so she was fucking flipping out.
See, I don't get mad over that. It's hard to say. Like, I definitely get mad over stuff kind of close to it. Like, if I'm walking around it right now, like, that's what I'm mad about. But if they're, like, in the bed with me, and, like, chill and calm, that's fine.
Well, see, my daughter's issue is like she likes to cry like when she's even slightly inconvenienced, and she's not a baby anymore. You know, she's about to be 4.
Yeah.
So, and she talks, you know, and she can communicate, and that's what I think's unacceptable. It's acceptable, like my son, you know, he's 1, and it's acceptable for him to cry and you know, because he can't talk, so he can't really tell us what he wants. But Dahlia can. And Dahlia will just fucking cry and we'll be like, what do you want? And we're like, don't know what you're saying, Dahlia. You can tell us what you want. And she just never will. That irritates me.
Fair. I mean, give her a little bit more time. Like, give her till she's like 4.
Nope. Beating her now. Beating her now. Throwing her in the dungeon.
Because, you know, terrible 3s, that's...
Bro, she's been terrible. She's been terrible since she's she's been from like 1.5 up. She was awful, the worst. I love her. God, she's been a piece of shit though.
Oh, I'm not gonna make this.
And you know what? To me, it's like having 2 kids sucks, and I'll tell you why. Because like when I had Dahlia, even though Dahlia was an asshole, she was still easy to take care of because it was 1. But then like Elias is such a good baby. I mean, he really is. He's like the best baby ever. But it's just like you have to take your time. You have to split up your time evenly between them, and it's not easy.
Yeah, that's the challenge too. Anytime you evenly, oh my god.
Yeah.
I try though. That crap's her up at times because I was needs extra help.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do try to explain that to Carol, and she does somewhat understand, but it doesn't make you feel like that shit.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I mean, you're just doing what you gotta do. And I think she'll get that.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get it now as a kid, she'll definitely get it as an adult.
True. But no, she understands to an extent.
Yeah. I mean, but she's still a kid and she wants attention, so.
True.
That's.
Yeah, my baby. Carolyn, why are you in the kitchen? No, it's... Carol, I don't want anything special but silence. No. That's the only thing special you can give me at 3 o'clock in the morning. But you're a sweetheart. Try again in the morning, okay? Alexander? Yeah. And give me this before you make a mess. Oh, never mind. You can have that. Never mind. Take it. I thought that was something else. But then they wonder why I hide all the cookies and cupcakes and eat that for myself, but they can have the chips because they don't eat the sugar.
Yeah, they sound pretty hyper.
And this is without sugar, by the way. And what is that? And cheeses? You're so sweet as always. But seriously, it's 3:30 in the morning. I need you to lay down. How's that? I know. You're so sweet. Thank you. Sleep. Of course I like it. I like everything you give me. Because it's thoughtful. But mommy's not really hungry right now. She'll save it for tomorrow, okay? Yeah, so mommy's gonna put on the kitchen table and don't eat my food, Miss Missy, because you made it for mommy. Other stuff? Should I hide it? I think I should hide it.
Yeah.
Okay, go lay down. Thank you, baby. You're so sweet. Alexander? Look at me.
14.
Focus.
That's 15.
Focus?
What is it?
Are you focused?
I'm focused.
Are you really?
I'm focused now.
You're focusing now?
I'm focused.
Alright. Focus a little bit more. Focus a little bit more. Look at me. Look at me. Look. Yogi. Yogi. 안녕하세요.
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 Korean?
It is Korean, but it doesn't mean Korean. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Yes. It means hello.
Hello.
Now, Alexander,
Yes?
it's time for bed.
No way.
No.
We'll wait for it to. And then I'll find my problem.
Lay down. Yes, you are on the couch. That brings me to a whole nother story. So, I decided to sleep in the living room instead of the kids' room because, you know, we kind of outgrew it.
Yeah.
Why do they follow me to the living room?
That's what I'm talking about. It's because you're the mother. Well, I guess in your case, it's because you're the only parent. So, but it would be the same way. Like, I sleep in the living room now because the kids sleep with Giovanna. So, like, I sleep in the living room by myself. None of the kids want to come out here with me. I mean, my son probably would, but he'd rather be with his mom.
This just makes me mad, man. I'm like, y'all really not gonna like me when we move out because I am locking my door.
Yeah, don't blame you, man.
That's mommy's time.
Yeah,
And
for
if I
real.
catch on in the kitchen, I am fighting y'all.
I don't blame you at all.
Alright, Alex, I'm taking your tablet. Mommy's throwing it in the garbage. Mommy's gonna throw it in the garbage. Yep. Well, then you have to lay down. His tablet. So you have to lay down.
Oh yeah, we're colony 6. Okay.
Alright. They even put for my last game? No, probably not, because I did so bad. I did bad, I won't even deny it.
It happens, man. I'm not good at Dead by Daylight either. Well, no, you're good at Dead by Daylight. I'm not.
I played this game way too much. I went back on my PlayStation account. Because my friends asked me to join them. They were like, hey, we haven't played with you in a hot minute. Like, you want to play? I was like, hey, sure, why not? And at the time, I was factory resetting my computer, so I was like, you know, let me just hop on my PlayStation since it's been, like, months since I played with you guys.
Yeah.
So I hop on the PlayStation. I'm like, I get on, and I had, like, almost 30 rainbow maps. So I'm like, I really didn't have a life. Like, holy crap. Like, 30 rainbow maps?
Alex told me you were pretty excited for the new killer.
I am!
Yeah, I told Alex it sounded like really unique, honestly. I'm not
Right?
big.
Me too, cool. I'm so excited.
Does he look creepy or does he look like a normal dude? Because
I mean, he looks like a normal dude for the most part. That reminds me of like
That's
the
okay.
Joker. I can send you the picture that Alex sent me as soon as this game is done.
Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
you're good. Yeah.
I sure hope the other random is near the other random.
Oh, the coolest thing about Xenoblade, I forgot to talk about this, is the fact that, okay, so basically it's about robots versus mankind, and you live, so the humans are on this thing called Bionis, and Bionis is a giant biological, like, titan, essentially, and the humans live on it. And the other ones are on, it's like Mechanus or something, and they have a race known as the Mechon, and they're like mortal enemies. And the Titans are fighting, but as the Titans are fighting, so are the humans and the Mechon.
Right.
So it's really cool.
I bet.
Yeah, it's
Alex! Caroline, leave him be, please? Really? Because he only screams when he's around you. Are you kidding? He loves you. You just play around too much. He loves you, Caroline. Okay, if you say so, kid. You know he loves you. Okay. Oh my gosh.
What?
Guys are going down like really fast.
Oh man.
I'm just trying to get some gems done.
I never understood how that system worked, how that little gym system worked.
Do you see me? Oh, you didn't see me. Oh.
What are you fighting, or what are you going against?
I'm against the hillbilly right now.
Hillbilly. You mean my people?
Oh crap, did he see me? Please no. Hi! I was gonna try to help him, but if I do that, he's gonna die. So I'm gonna take him away. Dang it! I didn't pull down the pallet!
Oh yeah?
Ooh, I think he has barbecue.
He has
Why are you
what?
up again?
Say he has barbecue?
Howdy.
Alright.
Hey girl. Really?
I think you're smiling.
Nice. Yes, yes. I have infinite
Alexander.
monies.
Excuse me. Yeah. Oh my god.
Telling you, man, give him a nice toe stomp. Just
It's
power
something.
on his toe. No, I'm just kidding, don't do that.
Why the toe though?
Because that hurts. That shit hurt.
Yo yo!
I got blocked out of Facebook for a fucking day. That pissed me off.
Really? How come?
Okay, so did I tell you the story about what my kids did to me?
No.
Okay, so one day, God, this is so, it's kind of embarrassing because it's not embarrassing, but you know, I don't really talk to you like this, so it's mildly inappropriate, and I just, you know, I have respect for you, so I try not to talk to you like that. Anywho,
Fair.
we're adults, so. So we were. I was sleeping. I had my note at the time, and I had my note set up. Whereas if I was at home, it would unlock automatically because it could detect what Wi-Fi I was on, and I would just leave it unlocked so that that way Joanna didn't think I was like cheating on her or anything. She just looked at my phone or whatever. So not that she does, but like just to another level of trust type deal. Anyway. So, left my phone unlocked. I woke up one day and I had slept in like way too late. My kids were up and Dahlia had been running, I couldn't find my phone, so I was like, Dahlia, where's my phone? Started looking around for it and I found it like in the floor of her bedroom. And, I got my phone, it was fine, and I scrolled back to, I was doing my like social media scroll and, I saw that, when I went on Facebook, hey Annie, how's it going? I had seen that that I was like blocked out of Facebook, or no, it said we removed some of your content because it violated our guidelines, and I was like, huh, did I share like an edgy meme or something?
Yeah.
Because it could have been anything. I click on it, dick pics and sex tape.
The heck?
Yeah, well, I mean, because like me and Joanna had messed around and recorded it, and Dahlia posted it to Facebook.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, because like I don't care. Like personally, I'm not embarrassed. Like I'm a very open type. Like I don't care. I'm not ashamed of anything I've got, and I'm not like I don't think that I have anything that no other human has, or I don't.
Seconds.
Yeah, go ahead. Man, such an awkward story. You're gonna leave because I told that story, aren't you? Yeah, Annie, it was awful. It is by far the worst experience I've had with my kids.
I bet though.
But yeah, so the part that was really awful for me wasn't the whole, because like people fuck. I mean, that's just, it doesn't bother me. If people saw me fuck, that wouldn't bother me. It's not that. What bothered me was the fact that my parents are on my Facebook and her parents are on my Facebook.
Ooh.
So luckily, I think that Facebook has like an auto detect thing, and they can see if it's like shit like that.
Right.
So I hope, I tell myself that no, I can't scare me that off that easy. That's so funny. But anyway, I hope that what happened was that Facebook took it off before anybody saw it. Yeah.
Saw it. Yep.
Yeah, which, I mean, like I said, I called my parents.
It.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking happened. I mean, like I said, if it was people, if it was just regular people, I don't give a fuck. But if it was my parents,
I don't know what you're talking about. No, go to sleep.
Speed it.
No. No.
Damn it. Awful, man. What? There was a story I think I was going to tell alongside that. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I was telling about my Facebook ban. Well, then, so those two offenses were against me. And I didn't counter them because it was wrong. I mean, I should have had my phone locked. It wasn't really my fault, but I just wasn't gonna go through. I wasn't gonna inconvenience myself by like trying to combat that. Well, then I today, me and Gabe, Alex's brother, were talking in the comment section, and he jokingly or he satirically shares like dumb Trump posts. Like, he doesn't do it because he's definitely not a Trumper, but he shares it and he's like, oh, but the economy's worse than it's been, blah. He'll just say shit randomly, and I commented on one of his things, and we just started making like a really dumb racial remarks, and I got fucking banned for it. And I was like, but it was satire. I have Mexican kids.
That's horrible.
Stop using Facebook. But I tried using the app back when I did and immediately deleted it because it
Gotta
was
love
like
Facebook
auto-upload pics
sometimes.
for you. I'm like, I'm gonna accidentally post boobs somehow. No thanks. Yeah, that's essentially what happened. I mean, it was worse, dude. It was way worse than boobs. I was straight up
Ooh.
fucking. I was straight up fucking, man. Just going to town. Oh man, awful. Look, I'm not gonna hide that I'm a horny guy, and you know I do horny guy things, but I also have like a decent mode where, you know, that I'm not just gonna shove that in everybody's face. So that's what was, you know, it's awful, man, and like to think my kid, and you know, like what's even more messed up about that situation is the fact that, you know, my kid fucking posted it.
Jeez.
Awful, awful.
I'm sorry, that is slightly funny though.
It
You
is.
gotta
I
laugh
mean, it
at
was
that
funny.
little
No, yeah, it was super funny. I just, I wonder, you know, because I've noticed that, like, obviously on Facebook, I talk politics a lot with people. I try to, you know, like you and I were talking in the chat earlier. I try to talk to everybody like that, where you know we just have a respectful conversation, and if we disagree, we disagree. Or like that time I was asking you about like your beliefs on like the whole COVID conspiracy thing.
crap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like like I said, I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. I just was curious why you believed it. And same thing
Yeah.
with like anything else. And I try to talk to people, but some people don't
The
like
thing
that.
is, you can't talk to people like that.
Exactly. Well, that's just like the racial. See, like here's the thing. I would argue that people would see me to be more liberal than or more progressive than conservative, and you know, this is the Dr. Seuss thing is one thing I have like a more conservative, or I guess I kind of side with the right on that, where they're not really racist in my opinion. Like those books aren't racist at all.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I mean,
People are really popular. Like honestly, it's ridiculous at this point.
yeah. Well, that
Like,
you know, what that girl said was spot on. I watched a couple more of her videos, and I don't really agree with a lot of the stuff she said. But in that
No
one video,
talking time.
with that one video, she was spot on, man. There's so many white people that try to be apologists, and it's like, dude, like, here's my thing. I never owned slaves. I would never own slaves. I know that's wrong, and you know,
Yeah, my mom used to sound the same. But my mom was like, dude, if I was white, y'all think I'm gonna be asking for forgiveness? It wasn't me that locked y'all up.
exactly, man. Like that's
Oh,
the thing.
you're not wrong at all.
Well, you know, like it sucks that it happened. It's awful. It's so awful. But I would never do that, so I don't want to be categorized like every other white person. I'm not going to apologize for what those white people did in a time that I didn't exist in. You know what I mean? It's like again, it's awful. It's so awful. It's
Makes sense.
the worst thing that could happen to somebody in a sense. You know, to have their whole life taken. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
Beats me. What were we talking about?
No, I was fighting this fish, and all of a sudden he just decided he wasn't interested. He was just like,
Just like, nope, I'm gonna swim away.
yeah, that's exactly what he did. No, you're good. You're good. No, I wasn't oh my godding you. I was oh my godding at the fact that the attacking on this game is a little weird because Xenoblade. So like you have to initiate your attacks. So, like, what I mean by that, it's not really turn-based, it's kind of like a tactical fighting style, where, like, you're not button pressing.
You ever heard of, Tales of Exilia?
No, what's that?
Oh, that. It was only on the PS3. So.
Oh, that's the one you were talking about.
I didn't like it. If I could buy it again, I would. But on the PS3, and my cousin was like, yeah, you can't do it. I was like, oh, get you too.
Well, you know, I bought a well, I didn't buy one. I got a 2DS just for Fire Emblem, and me and Alex, yeah, do it, man, do it.
The thing is, though, I want to try to get my own house because I want to game them. I want all of the systems, all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
That you could think of would be in the apps. All of them, like even back to the ones my mom liked.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Oh, Myra's
I just miss playing GameCube, man. I fucking loved GameCube. I still play it occasionally, But I've got quite a smaller library than I used to have because I gave like 20 games to this girl because she was my cousin, and she's
Oh.
my cousin by marriage, and I gave it
Ah.
to her. I gave it to her, and then she like left and went to like Ohio, and she took all my games with her. If I ever find her, I'll kill her. I swear it.
Well, jeez.
She took my Legend of Zelda collection, everything. I had the collector's edition, I had Wind Waker, I had Twilight Princess, I had Master Quest. Oh my god. Oh my god. My original DS actually was I broke mine. Oh wow, that's fucked up. I mean, the Wii was a decent console because it could play Wii games and GameCube games, but I still love. There's something about a GameCube. It's so cool.
Sure.
But anyway, God, yeah, I'd kill him too. You know what, Annie? We can get together. I'll kill my cousin. We'll kill your ex-husband. Problem solved. There's a massive ether deposit under the colony. First settlers here built right on top of the mine. That's how we got our
Ooh, she's in
colony.
the basement.
No, I need. No, I need it for child support. Yeah, tis a nobler cause, I suppose. I wish I got child support. I can handle 2 kids on my own, I think. I don't know. Think about that. I mean, not like in a sick way. I always think about like, what if Joanna died and I had to take care of the kids on my own. I don't know, man. I think it'd be hard, especially my daughter. Dead man can't give me money.
Yeah, that would be a bit hard.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
know.
but not impossible.
No, not impossible. I just, I don't know. I worry about my mental stability.
Okay, baby. Sorry.
No,
Go on.
you're good. Go ahead.
No, I was just yelling that he found a bottle so he can get some water.
I don't know. I worry about my own mental stability, and like I know it sounds really selfish because why would you have kids if you and like my first kid was planned for sure. My son was an accident, but not really an accident. I can't really say an accident because like we knew it was a possibility, so I don't really consider that an accident. You know what I mean? Like, you know that stage where you're not really trying, but you're not trying.
True. Yeah, that happens.
So like for me, when I had my first kid, I was like, wow, this is easy. And then something's different now that I've had my second kid in me mentally.
Yeah.
And-
Dang, honestly, truthfully.
Yeah, I guess that's what
Oh
it is.
no, you didn't see me. You saw me too. But yeah, no, definitely, cause
Kids are so
ooh.
stressful and stress trigger. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't say so much because my daughter is still up and she understands a little bit more now, so I can't.
yeah. Oh my god, dude. I honestly, I feel so because my daughter can have full blown conversations with me,
What,
and
Caroline?
it's so strange to go from having like a little baby that goes blah 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 blah. See, I think my eczema, Annie, might be stress related too because I've had these flares since I started this new job that are ridiculous, and honestly, it feels deeper than it's ever felt. Like it feels like my bones are itching. It's awful. Itching's not the right word. It's just like torturing me.
Yeah. No, I did notice because I have, well, you work in the hospital. You ever have alopecia?
Yeah. Oh, you have alopecia, really?
Though I don't tell people that, so shh.
Okay.
But yeah, I do.
Did not know that.
And it's definitely been flaring up more lately.
Mhm.
So it's definitely stress related.
Do you have it like anywhere specifically? Is it like on your body more?
No,
or
it's everywhere.
Oh, really? Wow,
It's
that's
everywhere.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
hate it so much. I've had it since I was 13, but I mean, like it doesn't flare up as much, I guess you could say, like when I was younger,
Yeah.
as it does now. I took it, Caroline.
Do you
What? Yes.
God, your oldest is almost
But
14.
yeah.
That's a scary age for me.
Which one?
Annie has a kid that's her oldest is about to or is almost 14.
Ooh. Yeah, 14. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Is your oldest a girl or a boy, Annie?
Uh, wait, what happened?
Talking to Annie.
Ah,
She's one of my pals. She's watching. Um, but so do you even have it on your face?
yeah, like you can see in my eyebrows and lashes. Like
Really?
it's not
Wow.
nowhere near the same. Like I hate it so much.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, I don't think you have. You know that like there's this. I mean, I think people. I don't think it matters. I think people. I think it's just you freaking out about it. I think.
Yeah, definitely me, but it definitely gives me more social anxiety to say the least.
Yeah,
'Cause,
you're afraid that's what people are looking at.
yeah, just like, hey, why
Yeah.
is this so weird? I'm like, shut up.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I gotcha. Gotcha.
Nathaniel.
I wonder if I'm gonna have to deal with that, which I'm completely fine with, but a gender crisis for my kids.
Hmm. So far, I'm not concerned about it. So far.
Yeah. Which I mean, the thing is it's not that I'm worried about it from like, cause I don't care, you know. I just want people to be happy. I don't give a damn about like their identity. I mean, I give a damn about their identity, but it's not for me to argue about, you know. Uh,
You guys, Gigi is sick. Go lay down.
but what is it? What I worry about is the stigma, which there's not really as much negative stigma around it now. You know, it's generally accepted, but you still have people. Which I mean, I'm not gonna raise soft kids. If my kid's like, "Hey, I'm a girl, and it's my son," then I'm gonna be like, "Okay, well if you feel that way, then we'll take the proper steps to help you out." You know, obviously I'm gonna try to coach him, not coach, but
Yeah.
try to like make sure he feels the way he feels because kids are kids and they can
And
they
they're
can
like sponges. They pick up everything they see, basically.
yeah
Crazy.
and then they get experimental as well, where it's like
True.
my sister, for example, for the longest time said she wasn't bi or anything like that. um yeah, I agree with Annie. She's like, yeah, you do you, I'll call you whatever you want, protect and support you, safest place. That, yeah, exactly. No, I agree with her. I agree. Yeah, I just want to be a place where my kids are safe and happy, and as long as they're not causing harm to themselves, and it makes them feel normal, they can do whatever they want. I mean, again, it's their life, and you only get one life, so why would you live it trying to make your kids miserable because you won't let them be who they feel like they are? That's the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand that about gender dysphoria, is that these people don't want to have a mutilating surgery, but they're willing to go through that because they don't feel like they're in the right body, like they don't feel like they are themselves. And
Right.
I can't imagine having that kind of a thought crisis. I mean, I have moral crises every now and again. Well, I used to when I was a kid. When I was younger, I used to always think that I was like the worst fucking human being alive. But that wasn't because of any that wasn't because of any mental disorder. That was because I was like very, very, very fanatically religious.
Sure.
So that had kind of like, and I have nothing against religion. I mean, I'm not religious, and I know you know this. I'm not religious, but I have nothing against religion. I think religion saved my mom's life, but I personally don't buy into it. Could it be right? Sure. I mean, it's possible. But as of now, I think it's inconclusive.
Right.
But um, but yeah, so I have no idea what that feels like to not be in my own body. Back when I was very religious, I had an issue with determining whether I was a good person or just an utter piece of shit. And nowadays, I'm content with who I am. And if I can give my kid that kind of a content feeling about who they are, then if all I have to do is call them what they want to be called, or help them feel the way they want to feel. That's fine. It's not skin off my bones. It costs nothing. Literally costs nothing for me. My son wants to fuck a dude. My son wants to fuck a girl. As long as they're hot, that's all that matters. I'm just kidding. Oh, but I was talking. Yeah, my sister, all her life, she'd always said that she wasn't bi and stuff because my mom would always tell her like, "Oh, you're gonna go to hell if you do that" and all this stuff. Which, regardless if my mom believes that's true or not, you can't just saying that to your kids is super fucked up.
True.
The way my mom said it, like if you're just like, well, I'll love you and I'll support you, but just remember that that's a sin or whatever people say that makes them feel okay about it,
Caroline.
God damn it. My biggest concern is preventing self-harm and abuse from others because of mental health issues. My mom's reaction was that, yes, my mom is bipolar and refused to. Yep.
Come on.
Yep, that'll do it, man. That'll really ruin it for you.
I can't loop him.
Oh shit. We just got wrecked, but we're still alive. Yeah, my mom for the longest time, Annie, was like coping with her. I don't even remember what she told me. I think my mom actually got hers coined down to not being strictly mental; it's more hormonal. But for a long time, she was very bipolar, and then she started doing drugs, which I think probably messed up her endocrine system a little bit more.
Right.
So now she's kind of taken, like, my mom is still very religious, but she's also accepting of science now, and I appreciate that because she has seen improvement. She's not 100% where she needs to be, but she's a lot better. She's a lot further from suicide than she was after she got off drugs. So yeah, it's that is very important. I had to yell at my mom for quite a many years about like her mental health because I love my mom. My mom was a single mom, so she really worked herself way too hard and never took care of herself the way she was supposed to. So, and as I got older and further from prayer, I learned more about like treatments that that I don't say that work because that's disrespectful, but like that proven methods that you can use to help yourself,
Right.
And told my mom to just give things a chance, and she finally did.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, a lot of people don't.
Yeah, I mean my thing is like if it doesn't help after so long, just stop doing it. It is a lot harder in the pharmaceutical industry, though, I guess, because there are so many fucking terrible companies that are just trying to gouge people's fucking pockets. I hate that.
Seriously, though, because for a while I was going through postpartum depression. So I didn't know it at the time. I thought I was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But I wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going through postpartum depression, and eventually I went to go to therapy, where they put me on antidepressants and freaking anti-anxiety medication. Now, anxiety medication helped. The only problem was it calmed me down too much. Like, it would put me to sleep type calm down. Now, with 2 kids, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't afford to be drowsy throughout the whole day. And then, not to mention, my therapist was like, hey, you should probably also leave back on the caffeine, because, caffeine and anxiety go hand in hand. Now, she's not wrong. She wasn't wrong at all. But let's be honest here, as a single parent of 2, how are you going to get through the day without a single cup of caffeine?
Yeah.
What, Caroline? Okay. Go to sleep. But the antidepressants, dude, no. I'm sorry. I get they work for some people.
Well, yeah, you gotta look at different brands too, though. Some of them, like. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It didn't help me at all. Maybe more
yeah. Some of them are awful. think Andrew wants people knowing this, but you know, just for the sake of testifying, I'll tell it and I'll take the repercussions for it. But Andrew's taking some antidepressants now, and he said they've helped him a lot. He said the only thing that hasn't helped him with them is that they've fucked up his sleeping schedule. But he says he says he feels that, which, you know, a lot of sleeping medicines could just be placebo, just like a lot of religious things are. You know, it could just be a placebo that people say it's gonna work, so it does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. They say they believe in their mind that it works, so therefore it does, because the mind's a very powerful force.
That's true. Yeah, because I don't like. I'm the type of person that does not like take the medication, even for like anything like natural, you know, growth things. Even for that, like my mom would be like, "Hey, why don't you take some Tylenol?" I'm like, "Nope."
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're gonna suffer all day." I was like, I'd rather avoid taking medication for whatever reason. Like, there's no honestly logical explanation behind it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just don't like taking it. I feel like my body's gonna get immune to it, and then eventually it's gonna stop helping. I could be wrong.
No, I
That's just
mean,
how my mental is.
the issue is that there are a lot of like snake oils out there.
ああ、僕たちはそのために来たんだ。そうでしょ、カルナ。
Hold on. There are a lot of snake oils out there that people think are going to be a cure-all or work 100%, and it's like, no, they're not. This pharmaceutical company is just trying to get money from people. And unfortunately, that's kind of an issue why people have such a distrust in a lot of pharmaceuticals. Vaccines aren't the same as pharmaceuticals, which I know you have a big like challenge with, which is fine. I'm not insulting that. I'm just saying I was stating that because they're not administered by the same companies that administer like prescription drugs. So different companies. A lot more research goes into vaccines because that's like a federal thing, whereas like pharmaceuticals are a little bit more wishy-washy. It's like if you have enough money, you can push it out to people. And oh shit, fuck. No, get him.
I think I saw Dead by Daylight I'm playing tonight. Oh, they can't do like that.
XENOBLADE Chronicles.
Man.
No, it's just fun.
Honestly, I might play next door. Really? Second thing on the right?
What are you playing?
One? Second thing on the right? I found a Switch, a single player, and just like a cute little both.
I have been on and off so many medications and have had some really bad reaction stuff. Now I mostly just take supplements and use non-prescription things to help manage. See, okay, so
I'm allergic to amoxicillin.
yeah, a lot of kids, well, I say kids, I mean a lot of people our age are allergic to fucking penicillin and amoxicillin and stuff like all the cillins, because I'm allergic to penicillin.
Like that's the main like what is it?
Yeah, it's like a no, well, it's a they use it. Well, yeah, no, amoxicillin is, yeah. Penicillin's the preventative for polio. So Annie said she takes supplements. I watched an interesting little piece about supplements saying that they don't even have to go through FDA regulations. So does that stuff really help you? Because like I've heard a lot of negative things from the medical community about supplements. Not necessarily that they don't work, but that they are fucking, what's the word? Being like bullshit. Codeine, sulfa, and statins. Ooh, codeine's used a lot too. This fucking guy. I really want to finish up Mori. The only reason I'm not playing it right now is because Alex is beating it and I want him to be there with me when I go through the progress. But he's hanging out with his fucking girlfriend. Oh, he's so cool. What an asshole. Am I right? You there, Britt? Thought you were dead. I was going to sit out a search party.
Just yelling at my children.
I feel that.
But yeah.
I just told you something and I can't remember what I said. Damn, what did I say? Jesus. But the supplements help you with that, with the inflammation and stuff, because, or not bad stuff about supplements, but that they have a lot more potential to be bad.
Right.
Because they don't have to go through FDA screening. Supplements can just be put on a fucking shelf if you sell it to a company.
True.
They can say it's ginseng and, cinnamon and
And something else.
Yeah, and then they can just make it completely opposite. I just can't take. So this character in my party, her name is Carla, and she's wearing like assless chaps, and I just can't take her seriously.
He's so mean.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the females in the game are hot, but like, if we're about to go fight robots, I don't want you to look hot. I want you to be a badass. Take turmeric, glucosamine, D3, cock 10. You take cock 10. I can barely handle 2. Oompalooza, multivitamins, and CBD. CBD is got a lot of powerful research behind it, so I can buy that. Also, turmeric.
There's a couple of things I'm really good with them. Maybe because I like them. You get the seed oil.
Who joined?
Tyler.
Oh, hey man. You sound dead. Are you okay?
I'm tired, about to go to bed. I was just gonna say hello.
Could have said hello an hour ago, you piece of shit!
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was busy playing Terraria.
I remember like a week ago you told me, if you just at me in the chat, I'll respond. You fucking you.
I did respond to you. Mine took me a little bit, but I definitely responded to you.
You sly bastard.
Terraria, I'm either doing a boss battle or some shit, so I'll just forget about it.
Yeah. It's alright, Tyler. We understand. We can't.
Are y'all playing something?
No, we're just chilling and talking.
I just offered them to do it.
Well, I was just coming to say sorry about that. Didn't mean to ignore you or nothing. Take it personally, friend. I still love you. By the way, did you ever figure out maybe you get with me and Alex Saturday or no?
I'll get back to you tomorrow on that for sure.
Okay.
Because I do have to work tomorrow, and we had this issue go on today where we might have to work, so I don't know.
Okay, well, I was just wondering. And if you can't make it happen, it's probably no big deal.
Probably.
Probably no big deal, sorry.
You say that like it's a coin flip of you guys either just being cool with it or just fucking breaking down and crying.
Where do you live nowadays, anyways?
Boas.
Oh yeah, okay, so you're not too far. Where does Alex live? Does he live in Huntsville or some shit?
No, Alex is way further away than I do. I live like maybe 30 minutes away from you. Alex probably lives like an hour and a half away from you.
Yeah, I was gonna say he lives in Huntsville.
No, it's not in Huntsville.
I'd be willing to drive to his house, but I don't know if I want to drive all the way to fucking Gunnersville or Huntsville, whatever the hell he lives in.
Yeah, no, not even Gunnersville, dude. He lives way further than that.
Where's he live?
Shit, I don't even remember the town. Hold on. Let's see.
It was like an hour and a half, like an hour to hour and a half away. She might be SOL. Might be keeping my ass home Saturday. Fuck.
See,
no offense to him or anything, but like I thought he only lived like 45 minutes to an hour. That's a whole other ball game.
No, I mean he lives like an hour away from me, I think. So I can hold on, I'll find it. I'm learning important stuff on this game, but I'm not able to emotionally react because
So it's not Huntsville or Gunnersville? I thought you lived in one of those two.
No, it's
Did he used to live in one of those two?
not that I know of.
あの赤い顔つきが待っていると言ったのならなおさらだ。
それは本当ですか？
小僧、その件
I can't find his address.
なぜお前の手に
But he does
ある
live
のかは知ら
very
ん。
far.
その力貸してもらおうか。
Maybe it won't be as far for you though. I don't know.
中央採掘場へ行く。
I don't know. Well, I'm probably gonna go to bed. I'll catch you guys later. Like I said, just stop in and say hello. I gotta be at work in the morning.
See you,
準備がい
man.
るとしたら
Good night.
準備が整い次第出発するぞ。
I think he said Galdo got kidnapped. My money's on Galdo as this robot. That's what I'm thinking.
Turn it off.
ガード、お前たちの敵は
Is that off or on? Let's turn it off. Let's turn it off. And don't wake up your sister, she's quiet. Nathaniel.
どうかしたか、シルク。
いや、なんでもないよ。
And Alexander's laying down now. Nathaniel. I didn't realize I got so many Steam points.
Oh yeah, I have like bajillions.
Oh, like 15k.
Yeah. I do like those. I like the things you can get with them though. It's pretty
Right.
cool. Okay. Do 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 do. Sucking on some tweener.
I need another game. I don't know what to play.
No, I wish I had some games I could suggest for you. But I don't. I've been playing so many single player games lately.
Hmm.
I don't want to, but you know, Fire Emblem's a single player.
That's a whole. You know what? I still haven't beat Fire Emblem.
You need to. It's good. So good. Story is powerful. I have to keep myself from playing it every day. That's my issue. In fact, I was thinking about going to bed in a second, and I was like, I'm not gonna go to bed though. I'm just gonna lay in there and play Fire. I'm gonna lay on the couch and play Fire Emblem until I fall asleep.
ガード、お前たちの敵は取るぞ。
I want to find out what happens here, but I need to go to bed. Sweepy. I didn't sweep at all last night.
Nothing's good.
ジュジュたちはもう死んでいる。
No, it's okay.
もしくは殺されて。それを知ったから小玉さんは。
One cool thing about this game too is that your character Schultz can see in the future because of the sword he gets, and he's always like, he's so dumb about it usually, but then when he's not dumb about it, he does these really cool things, like go super fast.
What's fair?
どうした、シルク。
これはわしらの戦いだ。臆したのなら、その剣を置いて先に帰れ。
いえ、違うんです。
Oh my god,
そうじゃ、
this kid
そうじゃなくて。
なんじゃ？
Stop sitting on the
こ
light
のまま突
alley.
っ込むのって無謀じゃありませんか。
何？
ここまで来てどうしたんだよ。
もう少し奴らの行動パターンを探ってからその隙をつきませんか。
黙れ。悠長なことを言うな。お前は奴らの何も知っている。わしはこの一月、奴らの行動をつぶさに観察し、反撃の機会を狙っていたんじゃ。奴らが捕らえたホームスをどうするかもよく知っている。
Take a nap.
ですが、
行くぞ。カルナ衛星。
Nope, she went to bed already.
大玉さん。
Hmm.
あんなことを。
僕は
What's gotten into me? I fucking seen the future!
まさか誰かが死ぬところか。だろうな。 でなきゃお前があんなこと言うわけがない。
それってあの時と同じ。
地下のエーテル竜の中へ小玉さんが。
エーテル竜か。まったくモナドが使えて未来のことがわかるってのに本当に不器用
Ooh,
だ
am
な
I gonna
お
take
前は。
Catherine?
ラインに言われたくないよ。
いや、いくらでも言ってやる。お前はどうしようもなく不器用だ。
分かったよ。もういいよ。
God damn!
続きを
Just
聞け。
roasting my boy over here.
お前は不器用だ。俺たちがいる。
ライン。
ビジョン
Oh,
を見
you're
たら
so
俺
down
たち
from
に相
into
談し
the
ろ。
maps.
一人で抱え込むのはもうなしだ。
Yeah, dumbass. If you can see the future, why wouldn't you tell your entire
未来を
team?
変えちまえばいい。
Jesus.
Alex, she already went to bed.
声
Good
が
night.
小さいぞ、声が。
分かった。ちゃんと相談するよ。
そうよシル君。あなたたちは一度ジュジュを救ってくれた。だから今度だってきっと私はあなたの力信じてる。
No, she said good night.
そうだ。望まない未来なら変えればいい。それに僕はまだジュジュたちが死ぬビジョンは見ていない。希望はあるはずだ。
Man, that old guy's gonna get pretty far away if you guys don't catch up. Alright.
Ooh, Lord have mercy, this child.
Nice. Killed them all. I am tired. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no!
俺に任せろ。気合が入ってきたね。ライン。ここだ。そうだなカルナ。行くぜ。
サンダーバレット。
マービートだ。
今だ。
僕の手に捕まって助かるぜ。レイジで行くぜ。おお。ありがとうシュルク。モナドよ。食らえ。モナドだぜ。
I'm gonna watch it
あ
all.
りがとうシュルク。ハンマービートだ。このままじゃ。
Oh
頑張
my
れ。
god.
俺がついてる。ボーアッパー。は。行くぜ。俺に任せろ。心が見たか。ライン。いい攻撃だ。俺に任せとけって。エアスラー。ワイルドダウン。
Nothing.
ボーアッパー。バックスラッシュ。行くぜ。
重心が溶け
ライト
そう
ヒール。
に熱いな。
行くぜ。ありがとう。裏切ってきた。
Is this Chronicles?
やれそうだ。オーラバースト。
Don't talk to me about Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball.
一気に行こう。ここだ。ラインお願い。分かってる。ハンマービートだ。
Wait, why the fuck? Did she
よ
know
っしゃ、いい
attack?
感じだ。バッチリ。
Terrified me.
これなら開け。モナドよ。ほら。どう？マスビード。行くぜ。ハンマービートだ。ライトヒール。ボーアッパー。ここだ。行くぜ。みんなごめん。ほら。心がみなぎって
ってきたぜ。騒いできた。俺に任せろ。カルナに優しくされるとやる気がハンマービートだ。
何バカなこと言うんだライン
No, help me. Help me, guys. Help me, please. Please come to me. Damn it. Got fucking killed. Damn. Alright, I'm going to bed. I know I didn't stream long or play long, but, you know.
Fair.
Wife is calling. It says, "Sleep, my son," and I say, "Yes, sir, daddy." And then I put on my little maid uniform.